We've got some pretty high goals in terms of what we want to achieve. We have not only great people in our division, but our partners are just fantastic, and they really understand what we need to deliver to provide great affordable housing in Wisconsin.
I think that I am more of the typical affordable housing client. I love the location, of course, first of all, but I love the spaciousness of it. I love that it feels like a home, an individual home, until I walk out into the hallway and I see all my great neighbors.
We like to go into a community, if we're going to do development, we like to do something that's consistent with what the community wants to see happen there. So fortunately, the village had just done a redevelopment plan that called for 4-story mixed-use buildings, and affordable housing was part of the equation as well. Also, with their help in using tax incremental financing, we were able to put together a package that made sense from a financial standpoint. So it was really a combination of the TIF and the special financing that we got from WHEDA that made it possible.
We want to be a diverse community. We want to be a welcoming community. So this is a project that I think, shows that. And it also provides a good chunk of tax base to the village. So it's good economically, it's good culturally, it's good socially, and it's beautiful visually.
This is a brilliant location. This is a hydraulic island, so we'll eventually have 4 dentists working here. The patients that live on this side of Hilldale, they are jubilant. They are ecstatic. They say, great, I can walk there, I can ride my bike there.
I love the sense of community. What happens is that people, if they're welcomed into a community, they tend to stay in that community.
This is the former Oconomowoc High School and then middle school. We're converting it into 55 apartments. It's part of the history. First part of the school was built in 1922 with additions through 1955, so it's really part of the community.
We saw the same goal that the developer wanted, to be able to really reuse an iconic structure. With any project, there's challenges, obviously the neighborhood challenges, the misconception about what workforce or affordable housing is. These are opportunities to welcome young professionals or people new into the workforce into our community and really become part of the community.
It's expensive to do rehab. With WHEDA's help, it all worked out.
So it took a number of different funding resources to be able to convert this building, from the sale of the tax credits, the historic tax credits, and then the WHEDA financing.
A new community is going to be created right here, with all the people that come, hopefully establish themselves and want to stay here in Oconomowoc as well.
We were really created to bring industry, academia, and the utilities together. We knew that we wanted to come down in this area because the city had designated this as a water technology park, but it was looking for a project to move the TIF forward. This building, it was just a perfect place. They say it has great bones, and it's gotten a lot better.
There's not a building like this in the world. And this building really shows the world that we are, in Milwaukee, the Center for Water Technology. We have in one building everything an entrepreneur would need to launch a successful business around water technology.
We have 2 darkroom labs here. This is incredibly exciting, both to faculty and to students, because this is where they see clever ideas can come to fruition. They can make mistakes without being penalized. More importantly, they link with future employers.
There's even the Reed Street Yards, which is right next door to our Global Water Center, which is just a large empty space where they could build their own building if they want, and create economic activity in an area of the city that's been somewhat depressed.
We are transforming this neighborhood. You can see that across the street. You can see it behind us, where you've got new businesses that are moving in.
This is a new model of business. This is a new model of everybody working together.
Compos Steel is a steel fabricating company, and primarily we make electrical enclosures for the automotive industry.
Compos Steel was one of the first where we could do participation lending with our banking partners. And it's as simple as our financing, along with an associated bank, allowed them to buy a used computerized cutting machine that allowed them to cut thicker sheets of metal faster with much higher tolerances. That one machine is allowing them to open up a new base.
24-hour job right here.
We are just a small business, but we've got growth plans and we can handle just about anything. Those early stages, you got to find somebody that's got faith in you, and WHEDA had faith in us, and we're not going to let them down. In fact, that's why the owners of this company chose to locate here, because they knew this was a distressed area, and they knew that the talent in this area, people were just looking for a second chance.
Wisconsin has this rich tradition of being a leader in breaking new ground.
It's worth it when you have the finished product. You can see the people moving in, really enjoying living in one of your communities. That's the fun aspect.
Personally, the most rewarding part of being involved in this project is seeing us move the needle in the city.
It's really a good feel to have a connection between financing and that tangible product and making sure that you are delivering services to the residents in Wisconsin.
Jobs, income, import replacement, and profitability. What more could you want?